Hi, I'm Cappy from Always in Stitches in Noblesville, Indiana. We are a quilt shop, craft shop, crochet shop, yarn shop, cross stitch shop. We carry a lot of variety of things in our shop, but one of the things we're seeing a lot of interest in right now are the Asian prints. And so in order to kind of help make that a fun project for you to work on, I want to give you some tips and tricks on how to effectively use them. Asian prints can be very fun to work with. They offer a lot of variety, a lot of color. But when purchasing them, what you want to think about is how you're going to buy your fabric. Sometimes when working with directional fabrics, like Asian prints are, you'll see that all of the design is going in one direction. For instance, these teapots, all the handles are on the top. So if I wanted to use this as a border print and cut it the wrong way, my teapots would all be pouring out and upside down. So what we suggest when buying your fabric is to account for that problem and be sure that you buy enough to cut it with the fabric from selvage to selvage, or even from end to end on the piece of fabric, so that you don't have not enough when you get ready to do borders or cut out blocks. One of the other things that's nice about the Asian prints is a lot of times they'll have a big motif, and you may want to put that motif in the center of a block. And if you want to do that, you have to consider how are you going to square that up. So for instance, if I just want this one piece, I'm going to have to trim that and cut that so that I only get the purple flower. And if I only want the purple flowers and not the pink flowers in this, I'm going to have to plan my yardage accordingly. It makes for a lot of fun planning and preparing, but in the process you might find that you need to buy a little extra fabric to get those corner blocks the way that you want them. The other thing that's nice about the Asian fabrics is the colors that they give you. So many bright colors to work with. Lots of different choices. But sometimes when working with them, you can put too much color in an Asian print and detract from the actual main design. So try and stay with your more neutral colors when possible. They do a nice job of making fabrics that blend in the line with those. But we also have a little tool, and it's a very helpful little tool, that allows you to look through this little window and first of all frame what you're looking at. And then this colorway allows you to look through this part with your eyes. You actually look through here, and when you look through this, it evens out the color tones so you can see the dark, the medium, or the dark, the light, and then your medium color tones, so that it looks more, that all you're looking at is the color tones, and you get a nice match of all your fabrics and things when you put it together. This is one of the patterns we found very helpful because it uses this large motif. When you have a big panel, I'm going to go up here, like this piece here, sometimes it's not easy to find a pattern that will allow you to use a huge panel like that. So we do have patterns available that help you take that and make it work in a nice way in a piece. It's also nice, not just in Asian prints, but a lot of the new modern prints have large pieces of fabric that you don't want to cut into smaller pieces. And so this is one of the patterns that we really like to use for that, called side lights. The other thing you want to think about when sewing on the Asian prints, or any print that has a metallic printed finish to it, is your needles. The needles in your sewing machine are really an important part of having a nice finished project. So be sure that you use a titanium coated needle or a fine point sharp needle so that when a fabric is being pierced, it goes cleanly through and sharp. You don't want a dull needle in your machine. It will cause you problems long term in many, many different ways. So that's our tips and tricks for this little adventure. I hope that you're working with Asian prints. And if you need any help from us at Always in Stitches, please come in anytime. We love to work with our customers and look forward to seeing what you're going to make with your Asian prints. Happy sewing!